Hi there Virgo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your monthly intuitive reading for August. Virgo, let's see what's in store. I'll get started on the oracle cards. First of all, using the Sacred Power reading cards, which have really beautiful illustrations on them. So let's see what wants to come out. It's on the ground. Protection. And some of you might need to protect yourself a little bit this month from people or energies or situations. Let's see what else we've got. That one's jumping out. Energy balance, yeah. So there could be, a situation or a person that's affecting your energy or putting you out of balance, and you may need to protect yourself, which can mean removing yourself from the situation or even doing protection meditations, applying self-care, looking after yourself. Virgo, let's get the other messages out. Shuffling the Work Your Light Oracle right now. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Well, it could be something that you have inherited from your family line that you're needing to protect yourself from. Perhaps that just doesn't fit for you anymore. Let's get our Yogic Path card out to complete the oracle cards. Rata. Well, this is actually a very beautiful message. This is a lot about love and sensuality, and it says that, if love's not in your life right now, then very soon it could be. So where's this all going? Let's go to the tarot to find out. So I'll shift those over, Virgo. First of all, we will get your recent past energy out. We will then be getting your current energy, blocks and challenges, advice from tarot, and then your near future outcome position. So let's have a look here. Recent past for Taurus, please. Well, nothing came out. I'm going to wait for the first card to fall or flip, and then I will be choosing the cards for the spread today. Can we please have the recent past energy for Taurus? Could be your energy here, Taurus. King of Pentacles. Very stable, grounded energy. Can stand for trust, commitment, abundance. It's got the Nine of Swords in your current or focused present energies here. I mean, that can be a bit of a stress or anxiety, but here we have the balance, which, that's the advice. No, it's not the advice, sorry, it's the blocks or challenge. The block or challenge could be finding balance. We've got the Queen of Swords here in your advice from Spirit or Tarot. You might need to see the big picture, have clarity and vision to make a strategic move forward. I say, as we have the Eight of Cups as the outcome energy and the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so there could be a forward movement that's required. It's not always leaving a situation. It can be, like moving forward in your mind, leaving behind a destructive pattern of self-sabotage or something like that. Let's go for the clarifiers now. Yeah, I've got the Nine of Wands here clarifying the King of Pentacles. There's some kind of almost but not quite release or releasing the weight here. I'm just clarifying the Nine of Swords now. Oh, that's too many, guys. That's just me fumbling. I do have the Judgment card turned over, though. That's the one I wanted. Not wanted, but wanted to get out of the pack because it turned over. So it's the energy of awakening in this deck, but it is the card of Judgment. So yeah, it looks like something's coming to a head here. It might be a wake-up call that you need to release this stress. So let's clarify Six of Pentacles for you, Taurus. There you go. Perspective, that's the Hanged Man. Yeah, needing to shift your perspective in order to bring yourself into a place of balance and harmony. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Two of Cups. Maybe seeing that big picture is what is required to allow that sense of love or connection back into your life. Oh, look at this, guys. We're ending on the Sun, the most positive card in the tarot. So there's a message here that if we move forward, then, you know, we are moving into a much brighter time. So the cards are quiet. Yeah, I mean, the Nine of Wands is not quite the 10. We're not quite being able to release a weight or a burden that's too many. And we're kind of feeling a little worn down. This can be feeling... Guys, it's the Sun again, but sorry, I am dropping the cards today. It could be feeling worn down, you know, in terms of work and finance with that King of Pentacles. I'll choose if it doesn't come out in the next few shuffles. Oh, there we go, the Two of Cups again. Okay, well, that's kind of just shifted the game a little bit. You know, I was a little bit thinking when that Rider Oracle came out, I was like, well, it wasn't really looking like this was going to be in partnership, but we've got the Two of Cups twice, so I really think it is here. Now, guys, Two of Cups energy is not limited to love and soulmates. It can be very much so a business partner or creative colleague, someone that you're working closely with, or a close friend. And with the cards that are here, I really feel this can go either way. So in your recent past, we have got the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So the King of Pentacles could very much be your energy, or it could be the energy of somebody like a boss or a mentor, a father figure or something like that in your life as well. Maybe a husband, older husband energy also. And with the Nine of Wands, there's a sense here that maybe, you know, there is some kind of responsibility, burden, or weight in your shoulders, about this connection. So there's a few different meanings here. I mean, it could be that you might be very close to either coming together or parting ways with somebody, and there might be some stress associated with that. You know, the Two of Cups really is that card of partnership, of connection, of collaboration, but we have obviously some stress and a wake-up call coming in your present energy. So that Nine of Wands kind of says to me, look, whatever this is in this connection, it's been a bit of a struggle, a bit of a battle so far, and you're kind of wearing a little bit thin. You kind of got some battle scars going on, and that might be why we have these cards over to the side here of, you know, protection and balancing your energy. So there could be some stress in this situation. I feel like this is just kind of the foreshadowing of it's been kind of grinding you down for a while, and then it kind of comes to a head this month in August. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys. There is some kind of burden that's close to needing to be lifted in this situation, with either the King of Pentacles being your energy or the energy of somebody else. So here in your current or focus energy for the month, we've got the 9, another 9, and the energy of awakening or judgment. So what's interesting is that you've got 2 9s in a row, more or less, and so that is another card of like almost but not quite completing this, and the fact that you're staying around in this not quite releasing whatever the stress, whatever this burden is, whatever you've had to protect yourself from. That's why we've got the stress and anxiety coming in, because we're kind of sitting in that, what do I do about it? Do I bring this to a head? Do I you know, have a confrontation with this person? Do I have that tricky communication? What can I do? And it's that kind of energy that has you, you know, all up in the head, overthinking, over analyzing, that can cause you stress, or, you know, insomnia and that type of thing. So the energy of judgment or awakening is the wake-up call. It's like, wake up, this is no way to live. Sitting in the 9s is no way to live, because the 9s need to really be tipped over to the 10 so that we can begin a new cycle, a new, you know, the fresh new start doesn't come until we complete. And what's interesting is that judgment in the major arcana is the card that comes before the world, which is huge cyclic completion. So whatever you're journeying here in this situation could be a repeated pattern for you, and you've kind of been here before, and that's why we might have the Break the Chain Oracle card. It's time to stop this pattern, whether it's your pattern or a pattern that's been handed down to you that you might have seen unfold in your family or previous relationships. It's saying that, you know, this is the wake-up call to closing out that cycle, that karmic contract, so that you can move on and rewrite your future. And what we see in your future is something far greater, and love and those types of things. And the energy of Judgment says that there is a sense of this keeping you small or holding you back in some way. When the Judgment energy comes in, there is a liberation that's required. It's time to rise up. As vulnerable as you may feel, you know, you've heard the call, and it's kind of like there is now a guiding light. There's always an angel to guide you through when the awakening energy comes through. So it says, hey, you know what, it's time to bring that to a 10. And just looking here, you know, I always look for these little things when I'm reading these cards. But we've got the 9 swords here, and then maybe the Queen of Swords is holding the final sword to complete this, to tip it over to a 10. And the missing piece can be the big picture vision, seeing the truth, the clarity, the vision, or the communication that needs to be had with the Queen of Swords. So the blocks or challenges here is you needing to see something from either a different perspective or get all the facts and details and information together, because at the moment the way you're seeing things or viewing things has an impact on your balance, on your harmony. The Six of Pentacles is about, you know, the give and receive. So it says here that maybe you're just not receiving what you require at the moment. There's a perspective change that needs to be had. And they talk about dying the death of the hanged man, you know, that process from denial to anger, depression, sadness, through to acceptance and surrender. Acceptance is the point that we need to arrive at, because it's not really until we accept how things are unfolding that we can take the action required, and we can surrender to what is. And sometimes we need to change our viewpoint to get to a place of acceptance, and that is maybe that piece of information that's required for the hanged man to have that moment of illumination, the moment of illumination required to move forward. The Queen of Swords is the person who has, or the energy who has received the moment of illumination and can make the strategic decision to move forward. So yeah, I mean, the block is that maybe the current view or position that you have in this situation is somehow stopping you from tipping this over to a completion, and it's having an effect on maybe how balanced you are, and also receiving, you know, what is really ready to come in for you. So in your advice from Tarot, we have the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. So Tarot is saying that the Queen of Swords holds the missing piece for you that's going to be able to complete this, and she stands for big picture view, making sure that you see everything, and you use that hindsight, that perspective, that joining of the dots to understand what you need to do to move forward now. There could be a truth that needs to be seen, or a truth revealed, or a truthful, honest communication that needs to be had. And that is the key to transforming the situation. It's why she wears the butterfly crown. It's the symbol of transformation. And it could be what brings you back together. I'm seeing here that maybe there was like a rift here or something, but we have that maybe we've got the Two of Cups appearing again. First of all, I kind of felt like we had almost like a separation. Now we have a coming back together. Or it says that, you know, maybe, just maybe, you know, this is the completion to be had, so that then somebody else can come in for you down the track, whether this is your business partner, whether this is a friend, or whether this is a lover. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys. So yeah, just see that bigger picture in order to make that strategic move to move ahead. So in your near future outcome here, guys, it really is all about forward movement. I'm going to grab these 3 cards. So the person in the Eight of Cups is also leaving a situation that's not fulfilling them in order to get to the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment, to follow the sun, to follow a more positive direction. So we can see here that you've had 8 cups in this situation. However, there's a fundamental piece missing. That's what the Eight of Cups shows you. And the picture could never be completed, and intuitively you know that. So the person in the Eight of Cups moves on, turns their back on the situation in order to seek greater fulfillment. So that could be an option for you as well, whether that means moving on from the situation as it is now and making a fundamental change, or moving on from it completely to break the chain, to break the cycle. The Chariot is also a card of moving on. It is a card of victory. The Queen of Swords can also be victory. And it's about moving forward at pace once you have congruence, alignment. Because at the moment these sphinxes are heading in different directions, right? And it's when you make a clear decision, that's when you can move forward. We don't want to be in two minds or be indecisive about that. So the Chariot can be about physically moving away as well, relocating. It can be about leaving a comfort zone also in order to seek, new opportunities, new lands, new frontiers. And you'll notice here that the Charioteer has this stone chariot, but just the Magician's wand to pull it. So it says that really the key is in your mind, and it's when you kind of make that firm intention in your mind that you can propel forward. So that's what we see here. We see 2 moving aheads, moving forward to seek happier, more fulfilling times. And the tarot is telling you that the sun energy will guide you. Follow the sun. It's at the end of this path. And the sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck, guys. It's kind of like you've arrived, the worst is over. The sun is the energy that can heal. It can shine its light into the darkest corners. It can reveal. It's the energy that can reveal what is hidden in the shadows, things that have been kept from you. Maybe illuminate that piece of knowledge that the hangman needs in order to release what the people in the awakening or judgment energy need in order to free themselves from those confining dark spaces that we see in the Rider version of this card. That's the power of the sun energy. So guys, my advice to you this week is to protect yourself if you need to see the big picture, to bring to completion what needs to be completed with all the knowledge, potentially make plans to move away from what's not fulfilling you, and follow the light. Okay, Virgo, I do hope you enjoyed that message for August. I think there's some really positive cards here, and I really do wish you all the best with it, Virgo. So, Virgo, I'm just filming this little insert here. I realise I have been saying Taurus during this reading. I really looked at that Taurus sign in the King of Pentacles and got very focused on that because I've just recorded the Taurus reading. My intention was very clear that this was a reading for Virgo, so I do apologise for that. Virgo, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective. It won't resonate for everyone. Feel free to leave me a comment. I read each and every one. Yes, I even see the mean ones as well. I don't respond to those ones though because I don't connect with that kind of energy. However, I do try and reply to all other constructive messages. So if you do feel called to share, please leave me a comment and I will get back to you. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll be here with you throughout the month for plenty more messages.